down low. Little baby hook is good for Yusuf Nurkic, his first bucket of the season.
Yeah, good delivery from Derek.
For the Blazers, things looking awfully sharp on offense yet again. It's the season for Sharing, and Jones Jr. finishing the play.
The only way you beat 6-month-aged cheddar toasted on the shell of a chalupa is to put it in this box. The $5 toasted cheddar chalupa box is back for a limited time, only at Taco Bell.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the Cowboy Pizza for just $13. Papa Murphy's.
Working it down to 2-1, a deep three. Oh!
Blazers fans, can't watch the Blazers? Now you can with NBC Sports Gold Blazers Pass. Live stream select games throughout the season against teams such as the Lakers, Warriors, and Denver. Shows. Sign up today at NBCSports.com/GoBlazers.
Okay, so if Richard can run a 4.7, Miles, what do you run right now?
I'm still running about low 4.5, 4.4.
Okay.
Jesus Christ!
Channing, what would be your time?
Sub 14. Sub 14. Listen.
Sub 14.
Hey, there's the tortoise and the hare. I'm behind the tortoise.
All you got to do is stay in the race.
Ain't my game.
Hello, welcome into Blazers Outsiders. The good times keep on rolling here. The GOAT, Damian Lillard, is the greatest Blazer of all time. We want to know. Send your tweets to me. Forward Zach Collins joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. That was fun.
Thank you, bro.
Let's go Blazers. Appreciate you hanging with us, playing fun tunes.
Hey, Rip City, the Blazers are back. Get the My Teams app by NBC Sports. This is the app for everything Blazers. Head to NBCSportsNorthwest.com to learn more. NBC Sports Northwest is the official network of the Portland Trail Blazers.
The Blazers taking on the Kings for the second time in 2 nights. The Blazers lead the Kings 13-11 with 6:49 left in the first. Well, Carmelo Anthony had said it was going to be a tough pill to swallow coming off the bench for the Blazers. Well, he did it for the first time on Friday and showed out with 21 points. Here he is after the game on his new role.
I think just being at peace with that, right? Is going out there and approaching the game the same way. It's not like it's basketball, skill reasons why I'm, coming off the bench. It's what's best for the actual team in this environment. So I don't look at it like that. It was different though. It was a different emotion, different feeling, but once you get past that, it's basketball.
Couple of substitutions for the Blazers. Carmelo Anthony, Gary Trent Jr. both subbing in. So Lamar, a little bit of that hustle and flow hitting the floor for Portland. Kings, Halliburton stepping into the lineup as well too as Barnes' three is off. But going back to Carmelo, just how dangerous he looked coming off the bench and how a lot of units you mentioned, Lamar, won't have an answer for him defensively during the season.
Yeah, I think one of the big reasons why he was so willing and able to accept this role of coming off the bench as the Kings run the fast break to perfection. Good bounce pass by Halliburton, good sprint of the court from Holmes. Jordan, I think it's because there's that feeling from he knows the Blazers respect him as a Hall of Famer. It's not like Melo, go to the bench because you're not good. It's we need you coming off the bench because this is going to be the best thing for our team. We know we have a Hall of Famer coming off of the bench, a guy who can give the opponent 21 points per game. And so I think that understanding is there on both ends as Bielitsa pulls up from distance. And as long as that's there, I think it's going to work great.
Melo, open look. Halliburton brings it back down for the Kings. Halliburton, just his second NBA game. First round pick for the Kings, 12th overall out of Iowa State to play the 1 and 2. Halliburton caught in midair. Yusuf Nurkic once again bothering the ball handler in the paint. But before you respond, Lamar, if there were 20,000 folks here in Moda Center, like there typically is when the Blazers play ball, they would be on their feet because Rodney Hood, for the first time since last December, is on the court for the Blazers. Ennis, we love you too. You're checking in also.
And the fact that Nurk is walking out while Rodney is coming in, and just again seeing him. I wish this fans had more of an opportunity as Holmes. Man, he was top 10 in the league in field goal percentage last year, and he's extending some of that range.
And a rare three for Holmes. Hasn't even shot one coming into this season.
Well, I was just going to say, I wish fans had a chance to really get to know these guys, because it really is a special group of human beings.
Barnes, defended by Dame, gets tangled up by Cantor and Hood, but Barnes able to bank it in.
Well, that's one of the bummers. I know the guys had media day yesterday, Jordan, but we weren't able to do the normal games that we do with them where, you know, the fans are able to see more of the players' personalities. But I know that throughout the season, we have the best social media department in the NBA. They're going to do a great job of continuing to highlight who the players are off the floor and give you that connection with them.
Holmes knocking down the three. Defensive three in the key on the Kings. So Damian Lillard will step to the line and take the freebie. Just rolls out for Dame. And looking at this second unit for the Blazers and what it will form into during the regular season, there's so many options offensively, but also defensively, the depth you continue to have, especially at the forward positions.
The defense will be evolving throughout the season. Coach Stotts has referenced the fact that, hey, look, we might look to change our defenses up a little bit in our zones, you know, change certain coverages, switch things more than we have in the past. So far here early in this game, the Kings, they look more focused to start.
Cantor working down low against Kaminsky. Robinson will get the rebound. Robinson tries to go coast to coast and gets hacked by Hood. But the Kings defense leading the offense, a team that certainly wants to run more this season.
Well,
Lamar.
Wouldn't you if you had De'Aaron Fox? Probably the fastest point guard in the league.
Fox signing a 5-year, $163 million extension through 2026. That'll keep him in a Kings jersey well into this decade.
Who do you think is faster with the ball, Fox or Russell Westbrook?
I'm going to go with Fox at this point. Westbrook, very, very fast. I think it's a 1A, 1B situation. Kings 19th in pace last season. They deploy the three-quarters court trap and another deflection for the Kings. So, as you said, Lamar, Sacramento a lot more focused on getting their hand on basketballs, getting into passing lanes early in this first quarter.
Well, they've been able to get some stops, some of it because of the defense, and some of it just because of the Blazers missing good looks. That's a good look right there for C.J. Ellaby, just doesn't get it to go. So now, what does that lead to? De'Aaron Fox getting the ball, and only the officials can stop him.
Foul in the backcourt on Enes Kanter, trying to slow down the Kings break. Blazers just 5 of 16 to start this game, 3 of 9 from beyond the arc for the Kings, 8 of 14. So that same offense the Blazers had in the first quarter last game has been missing so far. Barnes barrels into Kanter, and they're going to get Kanter with the body. Second foul on Enes Kanter. Kanter with 11 boards last game, and just those little things as you get used to playing with a group of new players once again. We've seen this on the two-man game with the big men. Getting into the right passing lane, finding the right positioning, just getting your timing down there.
Well, Ennis had a really bad rap defensively before he joined the Blazers last time, and he ended up replacing Nurk when Nurk got hurt. Before they were playing together, and those two were pretty dominant down there. The Blazers led the league in rebound percentage 2 seasons ago with those two at 52.5%. But Jordan, one thing that Terry Stotts and his staff were able to do was they were able to make Ennis feel comfortable in the defensive scheme. And he did not look like a liability at any point throughout that playoff run.
Looks like Cantor and Barnes get tangled up for the jump ball. So Cantor with the size and height advantage here over Barnes for the jump ball. Cantor just has such a knack for the offensive rebound. And how many possessions he extended during that playoff run down low, just his patience he continued to show. It's such a valuable asset to come off the bench for you.
And playing through the injury, the shoulder was hurt in that whole series.
8 to shoot for the Blazers. Melo on the block against Barnes.
That's a good matchup.
Melo tries to power through. It's short, though, and the Kings are off to the races. Halliburton tries to go up top, and the finish by Robinson. So the Kings looking much more polished this first quarter against the Blazers. They lead by 13.
Good. That's a good test.
So for Portland, a few things to discuss during the timeout. It's all Sacramento early on here in the Moda Center. They lead by 13.
Keep your eyes on the Monster Angus Thick Burger. With sizzling bacon and 2 1/3-pound Angus beef patties. The Monster is your daddy now. The new Monster Angus Thick Burger at Carl's Jr. Feed your happy.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, one foot in front of the other, day after day, even holidays. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with holiday shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the